All right, so we're showing decimal hundredths on a number line. Very exciting. So you'll notice that instead of having the number line divided into places where it says 1, 2, 3, 4, notice the 0 is here and 1 is here. So this is like we took a magnifying glass and we expanded a ruler from 0 to 1, and we're looking inside of those measurements. Okay, and so for every little hashtag mark, we could keep breaking those down and breaking those down smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller to infinity. Okay, that's where the word infinity, I think, comes into place. So here we have 10 hundredths. Here we have 20 hundredths, 30 hundredths, 40 hundredths, 50 hundredths, 60 hundredths, 70 hundredths, 80 hundredths, and 90 hundredths. Okay, so numbers are placed on a number line in a way so that the numbers to the right are always greater. That is something that will always hold true. Okay, so if I draw another number line and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I always know that 5 is a bigger number than 3, and I can see that very easily on a number line because it is always to the right. Okay, so if I'm looking at my first number line, if I was going to write down a number, so let's say 47 hundredths, okay, 47 hundredths. So I would find where that fits here, and it's exactly the same way as we've always done number lines, right? So there's 40 hundredths, and there's 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, and here is 47. So this would be 0.47, so 0.47 hundredths. Okay, so I'm going to make that blue so it's easier for you to see right there. That's how I would find and plot that number on my number line. So I'm going to do a couple more. So I'm going to do 34 hundredths, 34 hundredths, 87 hundredths. What else am I going to do? I'll start with this one. So I look on the number line, I find 30 hundredths, and then again 1, 2, 3, 34 hundredths is right there. Okay, and then I'm going to find 87 hundredths, and I find 80. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this would be 0.87 hundredths. All right, so you're going to have to do an exercise very similar to this. What about 0.6 hundredths? So that would be lower than this amount. Okay, so that's going to be between 10 hundredths and 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there it is right there. 0.06 hundredths. And then if I want to do 50 hundredths, it's right there on the number line as well. Okay, so you're going to have to plot decimals on a number line as well for your activity. So just remember, when we're comparing these and trying to figure out which ones are greater, so if I'm looking at some of these numbers and I want to know which one is greater, 47 hundredths or 34 hundredths. Okay, I'm going to have a look here. I'm just going to get rid of all of this here and write 0.47 hundredths and 0.34 hundredths. If I am unsure, I can look on my number line. Okay, so never be afraid to draw something out. I highly always encourage that. Okay, so there's 34 hundredths and there is 47 hundredths. So clearly 47 hundredths is bigger. And if I have my signs, okay, I know that the part that is wider goes towards the number that is greater. Okay, this is the same as if you're looking at that regular number line, right? And I have 34 here and 47 over here. Clearly 47 is further to the right. So it is a bigger number. 47 is always going to be the bigger number there. Okay, so there's going to be some activities there for you on the worksheet. Make sure you go and do them.